This short video is about working with punched or perforated metal strip using simple hand tools. It only applies to this type of work which is made from zinc coated mild steel strip. It does not apply to the stainless steel type, which is obviously much harder to work using hand tools. Assuming you have bought this on eBay, your strip will arrive in a jiffy bag, which once opened, the strip will be in a roll, as per this. Take good care when you unwrap the wrapping tape, because it can be very springy, and also there's danger of cutting yourself on sharp edges. Having got it open, the coil itself is very easy by hand just to straighten, just as that. That isn't just no problem at all. If you want to make sure it's perfectly straight, just look down it and you'll see any kinks. Right. So having got your strip ready to work, we'll just point out that this type of strip has a series of punched holes at 25mm centres, which are suitable for 6mm M6 bolts, and then there is a smaller one in between which is suitable for nailing or wood screws. We now come to the problem of how to cut the strip. First, measure the length required with a felt tip pen and a square, such as here. Measure the length. Just put a dot there, and then get your square and put in the square. Put in the square on like that. Just mark across. Now you can get it exactly from one end to another if that's important, but if the length isn't important, it's probably easiest to cut through a hole as that, because it makes it easier to cut. So next we come to the actual cutting. Now I use a pair of tin snips like this. The longer the handle, the easier it is to work. So we open the blades as that, and then just snip one side, and then snip the other. Right, now then you might be able to see it's a very sharp edge there, so just cut the little tiny triangle off the corner, and this prevents possible cuts to the hands later on. And then you find that that's a little bit twisted at the end, so just straighten them like that. Now if this needs to be bent, using the same equipment, we measure the length that's wanted. Let's say it's 3 inches there, and measure 3 inches. So put the square across there. Now if this is at 90 degrees, it's very simple to do it. That's the line, and put it in a vise or a bench that I'm using there, down until the line is level with the edge of the vise, as that, making sure it's square like that, and then just with a mallet or a hammer just bend it over like that, Now it hasn't gone perfectly at right angle, but it can be just straightened up until you've got a right angle, and then just check it on this with the square like that. That's a perfect 90-degree bend. Now come to doing curved bends. This is very simple, used for if these are pipe hangers, or for repairing, hangers for guttering, something that's curved. So you can either wrap it round the object itself or something similar, say a jar as per that. Having previously marked where you want the flat to go on, just hold it with your thumb. Come round to approximately 180 degrees as per that. You have to go a little bit further because it springs back. Just trial and error with that. And there you are, a U bend for the holding guttering up or pipes. Now you obviously need to attach this. Now if this is attached to woodwork, obviously little screws will go in. But if, for instance, you wanted to do a construction where you're attaching it to some other item, right? So we've got the first piece that we made like that, and just put an ordinary M6 screw, M6 nut on the end like that. Just tighten it up thumb tight, and then with an adjustable wrench tighten it up, and you have an angle bracket with a rail on it, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Just a tip here, if you need something that wants to be a perfect 90-degree angle, and just remembering what we all learnt at school with Pythagoras, a 3, 4, 5 triangle can be done with this. If we take the whole centres, and the one horizontal is 4, that's the 4 lengths, then we measure 4 lengths along, or twice that, 8. The vertical would be 3 lengths, 3 spacings, or 6, or whatever. And then the piece that we're doing across there, like that, in a 3, 4, 5 triangle, that would be 5 spacings, or a multiple of 5, 10 or 15. When that's bolted up in those positions, there'd be a cross member there, and that would be a perfect 90-degree angle. I think we've almost concluded this video. I'm now going to put a few photos on showing work that has been done using these methods, and also instructions on how and where to obtain this strip on eBay. Thank you for watching.